YouTube, Twitch, welcome back. It is some more Watchword. We are facing the trials again. I could look through, by the way, for, all the unlocks and, try and bias my run in such a way to unlock things. I think right now, let's not worry about it. Let's just keep playing the things we've not done. And then maybe once we've done all that we feel like we want to do in, the base bit, then we can look in at, perverting our runs in such a way that we unlock things I've not unlocked before. Last time we did a letter case through order, we did nearly lose the order on normal difficulty, which felt pretty bad for me, but that's fine. This time we're going to play as the handbag. We've not played as this character, this object, this holding device yet. I'm going to do it on normal again. Let's just try and get a win under our belt, because also, to unlock this, you just need to win a run with a handbag. Oh, there's actually a new thing on this screen as well. Win a run with a chip bag. Okay, so this is a chip bag, it turns out. I did not know that. But that's it. So there's 5 items, so we might as well just, work through getting one after another. The handbag gives me another shop slot, which I think means that rather than getting offered 3 things, I get offered 4 things. The reroll price is increased. I think by the -1 reroll, it's going to mean that... I think rerolls start at 2 gold normally, and then become 4, then 6, and 8 or something. I assume it starts at 4 this time. And also books cost more, so we get more variety, but it's more expensive to buy things, I guess. So just saying this, we probably want to get some sort of econ build going as soon as possible. Right? Okay, there we go. Slowly, we're in a second. Just before I started this, my computer crashed, and I was like, please don't be this game that's causing the crash. I think it was OBS. No, well, it was OBS, but also I think it was Discord, so I think this game had no foul in it. Anyway, our word of the day is Rome, or Raub, or I don't know. Is this a real word? Anyway, it's my watchword. Not completely crazy that we're going to get this. Also, we're back to the 4x4 grid, because this character doesn't get a bonus to the grid to begin with. Oh, you think the -1 reroll cost might mean it's cheaper? Okay, we'll give it an I. It might be 1 than 2 than something like that, so maybe it's the reverse. Anyway, we've got the Winter School Watch Guard, so we'll get a permanent ghost letter. It's going to be W, X, J, or G. The X, pretty useful in this situation. Assuming I can get an O, because I can make box. Or actually, we could also with an E make axe. So I'm just going to throw onto the board just for this second. We'll throw cab onto the board, because I'm probably going to have to do something with, these letters, right? And we'll save dib. I could also put bid on the board, I guess, but whatever. Okay, we've got our O now, so we could actually do box, which is what I was talking about earlier. Now, is there anything else I can put onto this? Because I guess actually, rather than using cab, we could still go for the axe if we can get an E onto the board. And actually, if we've got an E as well, we could use hex as well as another option. So an E would be pretty nice. A 6, great shout. We haven't got the book yet, but we might as well get in early with the number game. And we only need to get 50 points, so we could probably do it with this. But maybe we'll do a little bit more. Just give me a second. Hold on. Sorry, YouTube. Just something unexpected came up, so I had to just shoot off for a bit. Just like in case you're spoilers of my life. There's a heated drying rack behind for clothes, and someone wanted to do laundry, so I was like, I'll pause everything so we can put the laundry on. So I helped put the laundry on. So I just need a couple of minutes to do that. Anyway, should be uninterrupted now, hopefully. But we'll see. Sometimes things don't go the way I plan. Anyway, move 1 to the left and use the question about 2 and the 2 words. What? Wait, I can look at this. Don't I get the ×4 though if I do this instead? So isn't it fine as long as I've got it on this? Unless, yeah, it's even better to have it on this word because box is worth more. I guess what I could also do, and I've tried not to do this because I think it's gonna be really tedious. I can vaguely calculate, at least in the early game, I can calculate it. So this is going to give me 12, then it's going to give me ×4 on it, I believe, which should take me to 48. And then obviously I'm going to get 2 points at least from the other 2 words. So I think I can just score it now. I'll get an additional gold for the draw. And it seems like with this character, I want to get as much gold as possible. But I could be wrong. Well, we're never going to be unhappy to get gold, so I'm just going to score it now as is. Alright, I can't count. Oh, no, wait. Maybe I can. No, I can't count. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Oh no, I think it's because I got the 6 counted as the 2 times as well. Anyway, it's fine. We got enough points. Okay, we have a Wizardy Woo. What can we do? Let's have a look at Byberry, I think, first. Okay, so this is my 4th option. We've got question mark. Contiguous pieces in the bottom row create a valid word if there are no empty spaces and no duplicate symbols. 20 marks 2 times on this word. All right, I needed like a philosophizer to like tell me what this actually means in plain English. Contiguous pieces in the bottom row create a valid word. So basically, I can fill my bottom row with tiles, and it will always count as a word. And I'll get 20 marks twice on the word. We might take this just because I want to see it in action. Retrigger all pieces containing an N. 2 ample pieces with unique symbols on the board, and when a word is scored, 6% chance to get 2 gold, or 40% chance to lose 2 gold. My reroll costs 2 still, which I think is what it normally is, so I don't quite get what the reroll cost modifier was to begin with. I think, though, I'm just going to take this. Oh, wait, is it the shop prices? Because I think all these are way more expensive. Well, he didn't say shop price. Oh, no, he did say shop prices. I'm telling lies on the truth. Anyway, I'm just going to buy this for now. I will create my own words, if you don't mind. Then I'll see who we're fighting. Double my max cheesecakes, which is awkward when I have no cheesecakes, or gain 2 cheesecakes. I guess we're going to take 2 cheesecakes. That's fine. I mean, it's a bit annoying, but not the end of the world. Unless it blocks my entire bottom row, in which case it is the end of the world. Do I want ghost tiles, screws, or hourglasses? Kind of hard to tell in the other game. Like, we've had some really good builds with the ghost thing, but I don't know if it's actually unlocked for this profile now anymore. I've not seen it since, what was it called, like Ghostbusters or something? The book. Hourglass could be good, but again, I don't really have any synergy with like anything right now, so I can just take what I want. I guess I'll take the screw to make my life more comfortable. Because, like, actually the perfect case. The Q is so hard to use. Let's turn this into a metallic tile. So we've now got a K and an A, which is fantastic. It's called Ghost Sponges. Okay. And again, I think that the Z is pretty hard to use as well. In fact, there's a lot of hard to use letters here. The J, the X, none of them are great. Actually, maybe the J's even harder than the Z, to be honest with you. That's probably not quite true, but... yeah, it's probably not quite true. I think the Z is actually harder. I kind of wish I had more, like, attempts at doing this. But sadly, I don't. Although, actually, I could cheesecake up a bit, but I think I'm going to hold on to my cheesecakes for now. I probably want to upgrade my grid as soon as I can. Anyway, my sack is pretty similar to the starting one, the rucksack. All my consonants in the big pocket, my vowels are in the small pocket. I was hoping to see what my pieces transform into, but I guess we'll see it in real time. Okay, that's fine. And I only need 2 to upgrade the grid. Let's upgrade the grid. I think it would be foolish not to do that, in fact. Alright, perfect. None of the bottom is blocked. So, what I could actually do right now, immediately, is just put 5 tiles on the bottom of the board. And it will make a word. Shoab, my favorite word. Oh, I see what it means now. It has to be contiguous. So I actually have to fully fill the bottom of it for it to actually count. I can't just put a 4-letter word here. Okay. Now, what would be really interesting is if there's a blocker there, would it count as contiguous? Because that actually might hard count me if there's a blocker on the bottom and it breaks this. At least in the short term. Anyway, that creates me space to draw some more tiles. Now we should actually think about words which are real words. And then we can always, like, fill in the bottom later. We are... Oh, also, really funny from, like, the last episode, I was thinking about this off camera, like, as soon as they finished. I got the words on the board, V-I-A, and I said, via, what a weird word. That's not a word, right? It's fucking via. I'm so stupid. I just didn't see it in the real time. I read the word, but I didn't pronounce it quite right. And in my brain, I was like, well, that's a made-up word. That's a stupid made-up word. Who cares about this? I'm like, no, you're just stupid. It's a real word, like a very legitimate real word. I felt bad about it, but no one else caught me in the chat either, so. Bib or rib? Yeah, trying to think of like a big good word. I mean, in my bottom, I've got bash. I guess I'll take bash off for a second. Wait, I actually have to be a touch careful with this, because I can't just put a random thing on the bottom. I have to make sure that the words above it also make sense. So anyway, I can do bash. I guess we just do the same thing, like I just grab some random things. I'm pretty happy to put the VI at the bottom right now because I can put V on the board. I'm probably okay to put the S on the board and make that work somehow. So I'll put the R here as well. We'll draw one more time. Okay, we've got an X as well. Do I have latex? I do have latex. That feels like a good word. Push the right button here. Yeah, latex is a word. Horse is there as well. Can't think of a way to fit it onto this. Oh, funnily enough, visor is there. A real word. I thought viosa. It's kind of funny. We're just accidentally making words now, are we? I mean, I could put bash back here as well, but as I said, I have to be a bit careful because I need to make sure this still makes sense as a word. And it has to connect as well. Okay. Basis. Yeah. Kind of a shame to lose visor, but it's a good connection. Now, I guess we try and do something with the E as well. Ref could go down there. Sure, I'll stick ref onto the board. I will pull an M down here to fill this bottom bit. I'll hold onto the I. And actually, I want to slow this down because I just want to see how this scores the bottom. So it did just put 20 marks on there twice, I think. I'm not gonna lie, I looked at my chat as it started scoring it, so I didn't quite catch it, but I think it did what I think it does. Just interesting it says 20 marks 2 times. Unless there's a way for me to increase the number 20 mark on there. I don't get why it would, like, put it in that form and not just 40 marks. You know what I mean? Either way, I'm pretty happy with it. I like the idea of what we're doing. Alright, Bible, we have the good book, which is pretty funny, but we tried to make it work last time and then couldn't really get there. We do need to make sure they have a bunch of double O's in it, so. 5 on vowels, 30 marks on 5-letter words. And K and Z can now count to C and S, respectively. 15 marks on K and Z. Well, I had just changed these as well. Well, at least my Z, so I'm not super sold on this. I think 5-letter words could be a fun way to play the game rather than all these super short words. And I think, honestly, this is also fine. I kind of wish I could buy 2. In fact, let me have a look at what we've got here. If I get the ability to get more gold, I might take it. Increase the level of 4-letter words by 2. And we get the Chill Watch card. Or starting draws go up by 1. And we get the Chaotic Guy. Just, I think buffing, if it's going to buff 4 letters, though, I wish it was 5 letters. It would work so much better with the other book. I think it wouldn't be a bad shout though to upgrade the quality of the words you're getting. I do like draws, so I'm just really scared about fighting the Celtic Watchguard. But I guess I'm going to fight the Celtic Watchguard. Maybe it's better to do it early before I get, like, hard focused into a synergy and it gets too hard to, like, overcome that synergy. Go on, I'll do Celtic. Why not? And I think, actually, I would like this, but maybe we'll just get I here. It's just solid points. Chalk. Oh, is that a side? Do I take the upgrade the K and try and use the K's as C's? I mean, I've even got C's here. Are you my sign to do things a bit weird? Alright, you know what? Let's embrace strange. I feel like I'm in a danger right now of just building the same build every single time. We'll take the cat, which I don't think is very good, but we'll try it. K and Z can now count as a C and an S, and it's 15 marks on the K and Z. So actually, we want to try and use our Z as a Z now, and we'd like to make things into Ks. In fact, if we can get a tile that, or an effect that changes all my Cs into Ks, that would actually be really good. Alright, chaotic. He's put bumpers on my board, is all I can tell right now, which is fine. Although we're about to test a theory here. What happens if it's not continuous on the bottom? Does this just break my build? Let me just put T-I-L on the board for now. Okay, so this actually turns off my book. So anytime a bumper shows up or an obstacle, I actually have to be really careful of it. Fortunately, we're in an early enough part of the game where I feel like we can probably like get around not using this, but pretty scary. Okay, so Zs can be S's now. So actually, I want to use this as an S, so I could turn this into tiles instead. Or as a short-term thing, we could put lugs on the board. I think my dream is to make the board of words which aren't actually words. I think if I could achieve that, I'd be pretty happy with things. Actually, I was looking at some of the achievements for this game and some of them just seem actually impossible. There is one of them, I think, for filling the entire grid in with words, which I just can't imagine you ever doing, unless you actually truly just get words are made up type things. Tuck. Oh, wait, hang on, it doesn't work both ways, right? Yeah, it doesn't work the other way around. The C doesn't become a K, it's just a K becomes a C. I can't put tub on the board, though, in the short term. Wait, Zoa is a word, right? And that will still trigger this. Even though it's a Z, I still get 15 marks on it. And then I guess we'll also score... I can do cab or bam. I think they're both the same. I'll put cab since I've got so many C's right now. I think we'll score this. I think that's okay. I could go for... actually, hang on a minute. Again, I think a really good quality of life thing would be a predicted score. I don't know how that'd be how hard it'd be to implement, but like right now, I don't want to draw it again because I'll get one more gold for it, but I'm actually making the score. I don't know. I guess if worst comes to worst, though, if I don't quite make the score, I lose a gold from the rounds, but I'll get a gold back from the draws, if you know what I mean. Like, I'm getting 2 draws back, so I'll be getting 3 gold from my draws, but losing 1 from my round thing. So as long as I score it in 1, I'm basically in the same situation. So I think I'm going to score it now. Yeah. And I'll speed it up. Yeah, I didn't quite get there. Okay, he's just turned off X, Y, Z. Okay, sure, why not? Put an M and N on the board, we'll take the J down here, we'll draw. Y's don't score anything, which feels pretty bad. Don't have an O. I'm very close to lemon right now. I'm gonna have to put him on the board, I think. I know the Y doesn't score, but I just need to use the Y as a foul right now. I'll put head on the board. I guess I'll throw the L on there for now. Because if I get an I can turn it into nil or something. Or U will null and draw again. Wow, I got the other Y. Okay, but this is very awkward right now. I'm not thrilled with the situation I'm being put into. I can put shy on the board, which again is using the Y, which is not great. Hench is on there. Yeah, it is. I'm not sure if I prefer what I'm doing right now or it. I can put Sol on the board, but then I can't really do anything with the... I should have been screwed by this turning Ys off. I knew I should have fought the chaotic guy. K's can come with C as well, so I can potentially do something with that. Hench horizontal, him down. Hench actually a word, by the way. Okay, it is a word. It just didn't sound quite right to me. Okay, actually, I think I'd do something here, because we can now make cults as a word. I do have to move everything up, but that's fine. About as good as we're gonna get, I think, with like the sheer number of Ys I've got. I think I'm gonna score it. Although actually, you know what I did throw with? I should have put a K on instead of the C. Actually, I might discard here because of that. Let me just quickly check I'm right on this. Yeah, because this will score more because it's a K and I'll get 15 marks. That's my bad. I'll accept, like, haha, you were forced to discard on that one. I should have grabbed the K. Alright. I think it might have mattered as well doing that, so I'm glad I made the decision. We do get only 7 gold this time, but at least we got through. Yeah, I knew henchman was a word as well, but I wasn't sure, like, hench. And I kind of just assumed, you know, well, if hench is a word, then henchman. Sorry, if henchman's a word, hench might be a word. A man who henches. Alright, what are we looking at here? We've got ghost bunches, so... do I want to just keep doing ghost bunches builds? Is that where we're at right now in the game? The last letter of each word does not count towards the dictionary check. Hats counts as hat. Alright, that is like suitably breaking my brain. I think this is the right choice, but I'm so tempted to take this. I think what I'm about to do is the actual just wrong play by like almost every metric. Destroy a random book, duplicate a book. You lose a round, but you get 3 draws per recharge. I don't want to do either of these things. I'm also intrigued by skipping the shrine, what actually happens. Hedge means strong, muscular, well-trained. Fair enough. Okay, I guess this gives me a reason to grab a book first, because I potentially could have destroyed a book and duplicated one. In this case, I don't really want to duplicate either of these. But nor do I want to destroy them. So I guess I'm going to take -1 rounds plus 3 draws per recharge. But it feels pretty spooky. I think this also means I can't fuck around, aka I might take Spoke or Ghost. Probably Spoke, because I just need an immediate boon, effectively. I know it's the boring option, but I felt like I had to be boring there. Clockwork U, Glitch, ITIE. Dude, I wouldn't mind a few more vowels that aren't wise, so I might actually just take... I might take all of these, honestly. I think they're all good letters. Then at Carver Stand, we probably got to make a K, right? The really funny play would be to turn this into a KZ tile, because that would be a CS tile as well. And there's not that many words I think that have CS in it, but... Cesium? Is that one of them? But yeah, it theoretically is possible, like Hicks or something. Ticks. I might actually do it because it's such a, like, a twisted fucking thing to do to create a KZ tile. I'm also not sure this would work, but I think it will work. My favorite tile, the KZ tile. If it doesn't work, I don't think there's a word that has KZ in it. So, we are, like, we're putting a really bad tile in the sack if I do this, and it doesn't work the way I want it to. But I'm willing to, for science it. Alright. What was your effect, sorry? Oh, you give me permanent ghost tiles, good. At the very least, if this KZ thing doesn't work, I can always put it on the bottom row. So yeah, I've only got 2 rounds, but between rounds I draw 5 times now, which is pretty good. Ghost J we can kind of, like, not worry about. That being said, there are some words I could make here. We can do jet. And we can do jot. Sorry, where is the... There. Alright, we'll see what we can do with this. Spy as well. I might just change some things here. Hang on a sec. I might put one of my J's in the bottom row is where I think I'm going to go with this eventually. Because it's kind of hard to have 2 J's on the grid so then use it in other words. So something along these lines. Then we'll try and do something down here. Jot is a word as well, right? So I could have tepid down the bottom. And then we can just throw some tiles on it. Tips is also a really good one, actually. Yeah, actually, I'll do tipsy instead, because I get the double. Also, my vertical words get 8 amps on them. And I think tipsy's were better than tepid. And we can have Jedi. Close to Jedi, but, you know, it's like a tribute act for the Jedi. I'm gonna put this here for a second, then we'll draw again. GRCGEI. I don't have any of my Zs, I don't have my Ks, I don't have my special tile either, sadly. Slightly awkward again. grip. Yeah, actually, that's not bad. I was actually trying to put the G here, full enough, just in case I got a U for jug, but the R also works if I get an A, so I can put jar down here. Also, I can put gripe here as well, rather than grip. And I guess we'll just dump a letter on the board. Oh, I say this? Well, I mean, I will dump a letter on the board. Do I just score this? Do I discard? Because really, I'm only looking for an A right now. And it cost me 1 gold. Again, I wish I could see the thing. Oh yeah, you might be right as well. If I don't hit the score, I'm getting +5 draws, which I think means I'll get 5 gold. I think you might be right. I think actually the optimal play right now is just a score. It's only scary because if I get like below 300, like we run the risk basically of failing. Not saying I think we have failed this. I'm actually not sure we have. Alright, we have failed it, which actually might be a bonus. Alright, we're just going to throw all of you guys on the bottom just for a sec. Draw me. And I just need to score 39 points, actually. That would be the optimal play right now. Which actually, now that I think about it, can I not just do this? It's at least 40. You know what? I'm willing to test this. I think this will just win me the round. Wait, excuse me? Not the same letter. I've kind of fucked up. I can fix this. Actually, unironically, I can fix this. I'll put jump in. And I'll just put a B down here. I forgot it had to be unique symbols as well. But yeah, the bottom one was enough. I also got an achievement for scoring a word with no vowels, which is really funny. Because it wasn't a real word. But yeah, I got 5 gold for the draw, so actually, I need to play a risky game. I need to get my round money down to 0, potentially, to get my draw money up. Okay. G tile. 3 treasure spaces are added to the board each trial. That actually could be quite good just to get some economy going, but I feel like, again, I need to always be scoring pretty well right now. 35 marks, sorry, on all words. Increase for each one above 60. We're at 67 right now, so every tile I add to the sack is buffing this. And 3 amp and 5 letter words as well, which actually is pretty good because it's synergizing with this as well. I'm going to see if I can get gold from this. Okay, it's gold. It's actually what I wanted. We don't really need starting draws anymore. If anything, we want rounds. What's the chill guy do, sorry? Clears the board except for a random word. That is completely okay, if you ask me. Right. 5 letter word, amp, get in the sack. And a bit of marks as well, get in the sack. You need to go into the left. You might as well go into the right, because I don't think you do. Ah, no, you do marks, never mind. I think something like this is fine. And we should consider buying the G at this point. I'd rather not buy the G, to be honest with you, but I should, like, think about it for a second. Alright, I thought of it. Do I make another curse tile? Do I make another KZ? Or should we be sensible and just make a Z tile this time? Because the Z is basically an S tile, and S's are pretty easy to use, right? I think we should be sensible here. Or we make another tile to make our life easier, I guess. Like, I could put a double O or something in there, or, you know, an ED or something. Or an RO or a UF if I'm trying to make the watchword, which I've not even really considered just yet. I think I'm going to put a Z tile in, which looks stupid, but it's basically an S tile. Okay, we want economy, so I wouldn't mind making some gold tiles. There's also some pieces I really want to clockwork now, namely the C and the Z. So I think I'm actually going to shoot for the moon and try and go for this, C and Z. K and Z, sorry. I didn't get K or Z. Feels bad. At the very least, though, E's are fairly easy to use, so I'll put an E on the board. Maybe that's a bit of a waste, actually. I'm only going to get 1 more point for it. I'll put on a W as well. I'll mix a match. One easy to play, one hard to play. He's just a chill guy. I thought for a second I had the O-U-N there, but I don't. I've got an O-U-N. Well, at the very least, I have got only here. I am going to fill out the bottom, put the U here as well. We'll put the B down here. I'll draw. Well, it's got veil. And vial. And olive. Let's put olive on the board, I think. And I'll put the clockwork on here, so it's in theory counting for both letters. Sorry, both words. I'll put the PE down. We draw again. The 5-letter words is what we really want as well. Actually, I can also move this olive anywhere I want. I don't need to just hold it here. Okay, I think I can actually do something with this. We could also have on the board bleep. The 5-letter word. Now, again, I need to be like a good judge of character because I don't necessarily want to win this round. So do I just score this now? Is this just under 1,500 or just over? That's the game we're playing right now. And you hold one of my words on the board. I think I'm going to score it and hope this is under 1,000. I think it is under 1,000. I'm actually a bit worried it might be too far under 1,000. Because again, I think if I'm under like 750, I'm actually in trouble. I'm probably fine because I've only got one vertical. Maybe I do make one more word. I'll make one... Wait. How do I make one more word? I was going to put pub there, but I can't do that. It has to fit with the bottom word as well. I can put puns on the board. And then Bellis. Yeah, pubs would have also worked. Whack all of you into here. I think I'll score this and see what happens. Okay, perfect. It was fairly well under. Well, my word that got kept was bellis at the bottom. Thanks. Thanks, Gabe. My favourite of the words here, bellis. Okay, so a Z is an S, and actually scores a lot. And I also want on a vertical word, and a 5-letter word nonetheless. So let's try and do something with that. I think that's the immediate priority. Don't see anything immediately that's just jumping out at me. Breeze. Yeah, I could use it as the actual Z. I've been trying to use it as an S, but you're right, breeze would work. Except it doesn't fit. Brie does fit though, so I mean I could put Brie on the board. Breeze, it will actually work because it's multiple different Bries together, as in the cheese. Perfect. Also, kind of interestingly, this does count as a different character. Where are you? Yeah, contiguous piece in the bottom row create a valid word. No entered, no duplicate. So this counts as a different symbol to this, because I asked this question last time, is something that's masquerading like as an S or something the same as something that is an S? And it turns out the answer is no. Also, I thought of something else I can do. I need to move you all along a little bit. I can also have flex on the board. And I'll just drop a J down here. But my favourite word. Now, do I think this is enough points? Probably not. So I think we're going to have to roll again here and basically spend a bit of gold. We've got the Q. The Q can be a K and an A, but remember, a K is not a K. It can also be a C. The bottom was a Polish word. Yeah, I think I've known people that work from Bajizes. Okay. I might change things around. I'm gonna have you as freeze instead. As in, you know, don't worry, people like shouting and going like, oh, what's this stupid game? Freeze without a Z on, sorry, an E on the end. The Z is masquerading as an S. It's freeze, F-R-E-E-S, not a Z. I might have you like this instead. Because then I can maybe do something like haft at the top. And then I just need to find some way to get the K on there. But K is a C, so I can have ick on there. I would have to sort this situation out though, but I could probably do that. Maybe. The thing is that, then this... Wait, that was the right one. It's a this. Then I just need to fix this situation out that I've created, but I can use things on the bottom as well for this. And yeah, you're a K, but you could also be a C as well. So if I can make C something E work... Only my X meant something else. Oh, hang on. I think I found something even better. It's going to require a bit of jiggery-pokery, though. I can turn this into shaft instead. Because then you can stay as... Wait. What can you be now? I mean, you can go down here, Bell with one L works. Cool. Perfect. I can do something like this instead. That's probably as good as I'm going to do. It is the last one, so I'm a bit concerned. But I think this should score enough. Considering as well this is a vertical with a really strong K on it. And I've got a few 5-letter words in there. 3 5-letter words. And you got a Z in there as well. I think this will comfortably score me. It's a bit nerve-wracking though. Trying to intentionally like fail the first round and then having to go back up to the second round. But yeah, comfortably do it. Yeah, all this being said, I am basically getting the same amount of gold I would normally get by the way I played the game before. It's a bit spooky. Interesting, though. Cheesecake is for sale. I wouldn't necessarily say no to it, but again, I really, really, really want to keep buffing myself right now. I'll see if gold is available. I unironically don't know if I can take this. I don't know if I can have blockers on the board. I think I'm gonna have to take discards. I really want the cheesecake, but I think turning off optometry right now is actually a really bad thing for me to do. And I think partially because of this, I'm not going to get the cheesecake. I'm actually just going to get something else that buffs me. I might just take Wildstorm or Wildstorm, whatever it's meant to be called, and just take it as another buff. And now we're full on books at this point. Belga. Normally I just buff the E's on this because the E's are so, like, common. I would have probably buffed, like, a C or a Z. The Constance wouldn't be a bad shout either. And honestly, as well, wherever I buff, I can just throw it onto the board regardless because of optometry. That being said, I might as well just buff the E's because there's more E's in my sack, so I'm getting, like, more bang for my buck. That being said, I'm only getting a plus... Hang on a sec. I can actually work this out, I think. There's 4 B's in the sack right now. And I'm going to get a +2 buff, so I get basically 8 marks on it. How many E's are there? There's only 4 E's, so I'm only getting +4 marks. So actually, maybe the E's are not a great play, even though I've got a Clockwork E. It might just be better to do the B here. There's 4 B's! Crazy. Alright, I'll take the B's. And we're moving on. One day we'll make Rube with a U. Alright. No, I don't really see a word here, but that's fine. We can just put a Y here, an X here, a G here, one of the C's, and we might just got the I down here. Alright, they're better letters. So again, we need to make 5-letter words, ideally. We want to make a really good 5-letter word on the vertical. Ideally going through the gold tiles as well. We've got an ED here as well to be used. Is looted a word, as in, like, you know, not L-O-O-T, but like someone that plays the lute, the instrument. Glute. I'm wanting away getting XU'd on the board. I mean, I'm probably going to draw again, but I think this could be, like, a pretty big get if I could make that work. The only issue with this is, again, how would I get the X to then work afterwards? Okay, if we get 2 E's and an M, we're actually, like, laughing. Is it an E? Sadly, I didn't get my Ks or my Zs as well, which is kind of looking for. I mean, I guess to be fair, how many Ks are in the sack? 2, kind of. How many Zs are in the sack? 3, kind of. Including the KZ tile, so it's not that common I'm going to get them. Flex is there again. I mean, I can move Exude across, I guess. Hang on a sec. I don't have ease for this. Flix is probably there. I assume FLIX is a word. Yeah. So I'll put Exude on the board. It has to be unique letters on the bottom. We'll throw a B down here. And that does some stuff for me. I really want to get these gold tiles. Again, I don't really need to get them now though if I don't have them, if I don't want to. Hang on, I can do lice as well. Let me do this C first. Put the F down here instead. And then I just need to get a 5-letter word with one of the end things being anything that I've got on my board right now. I'm a K away from lucky. Which is really funny because, you know, the K would be so good right now if I can find it. And actually, if I get my cursed tile, I could even potentially make that work if I got... actually, maybe I couldn't make that work. It'd be awkward. I think in the short term, let me just throw Ivy on the board. Not with you, though. Actually, maybe with you. We'll see. I'm going to throw my U on here. Is there any other way I can, like, just make sure this is, like, fine? If everything goes wrong. I guess I've got 5 discards. Ilk. I don't have a K. Where's this mythical K I've got? I'm throw the other way on the board for a second, and I'll figure something out. I have a C. Yeah, but the C isn't a K. The K is a C, but not the reverse. It only goes one way, the cool cats. Right? Wait, maybe it's not. I should check this. I took it as the K and the Z is a C and an S, but not the reverse. A C isn't a K and an S isn't a Z. Okay, I didn't get a K. How can I test this? I guess let me quickly just check ilk. Yeah, it doesn't count as a K. Okay, has this really helped my problems? It might be exude is not the appropriate word here, because I'm kind of wasting my ease doing this. Pixie's also on the board, which might be a better way of doing this. Oh my god, my board is full of tiles. I think we're going to be, like, happy I've got some discards here in a second. Just believe in the dream. Pixie comes onto the board. And Pixie could go wherever... Oh my god, this is why you don't put everything on the board. Whack you back in the middle a second. Lepra. Are we sure this is a word? It's kind of funny because I keep in my brain having Cupid there, but I can't put Cupid in because I've used the eyes. I need to check something. Alright. I was checking if lapped would be counted as a word without the double P. I knew it was a double P, if there's like just some other version of it, but there isn't. I'm thinking of trying to get this here. But normally things like this are double P, right? I think I've done some stuff I shouldn't have done. Let's put it this way. Okay. Hang on. Hang on. We could do stuff here. Let me turn this to Vile. You're Pixie. Vile is a real word. Alright, we've moved. Is vile a word? I doubt it is, but let me just quickly check. No, vile is not a word. Guile's a word, though. Hang on. Oh my god, this is going to be like torture. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There you go. That's a word. It's not where I wanted, though, but we'll deal with that in a little while. Don't worry about it. We'll put one of the Y's down here. Right. Wow, it turns out actually the I would be so good right now. I wish I could turn all my vowels into I's. There's so many words I could make that way. I don't know. I actually don't know if this is the answer either. Because it just turns off so much of my board if I use the second row and not the first row. But I can't think of a 5-letter word with what I've got. I've made my life harder by just throwing everything on the board, it turns out. We should probably try to avoid me doing this ever again. And I don't have an S. Or a Z, which would be an S. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Get rid of that P. I can't make you work. I'm sorry I tried. Let me get this E back. We'll put fix down the middle. That's a reasonable word. And then we'll play the same game I've been playing with the F now. Can I make a 5-letter word now that I've got a spare I, basically? I would possibly also accept going off the X here as well. Which sadly I can't put Pixie back in again because I don't have enough eyes. I can't put in Pixel though. Hang on a minute, I think we're moving the needle finally. Don't worry about Guile. He's in Street Fighter, he's okay. But we got Pixel as well. Because now I can make stuff off the P instead. Do I have another P? No. And I can't put another D on the bottom, but we don't even have one. We do have a C. Club. On the other side, yeah? We could do that. Just get there for a sec. We might have to move stuff here, though, because I might use the C at the bottom of the P. My god, if I had an S, we have Gypsy on the board as well, which would be a pretty good scorer. But I don't have an S, sadly. Or a Z! A Z would do it for me as well. I feel like I'm so close to something glorious. The other thing, if I don't use the C here, I'm very close to having input down here, but I'm missing one of the I's, so I'd have to move one of the I's again, but I don't want to move one of the I's again. Although I could... Oh my god, I'm gonna, like, cause people to have, like, an aneurysm. I could turn this into Vexed and take the I somewhere else. Or the E somewhere else. Which would mean the pixel doesn't work anymore. But then why am I doing all of this? Am I just losing my mind? Maybe. If I turn this into Vexed, I don't want to put the T on the board either right now. This would become input. I can put the U there and give me the gold. This becomes here. I'd have to bring the N on the board as well. Let's try and solve this before I do anything else. So there's going to be a T and an N. But what am I going to do on the top now? I've got I blank V. It might just be worse than what I was doing. Wait, did I need to do this even? Yeah, because I couldn't get Pixie in. I can turn Pixie into Paxel. That's something else I could do. And then I don't need to do what I did before, but I need the P to move still. Unless Pixies goes across instead. Or do you become Fixer instead? There's so many things I can do here. It's actually absurd. This is actually just I've got too much choice. So you're going to become an A, is the plan. You're going to be a T. So this G probably is going to be lost. The Y probably gets lost. I don't have a spare F. I would like this to become iffy, but I can't. And actually, this can stay fixed now that I think about it. It's not fixed, but don't worry about it. I might just do some discards here and, like, end all misery. I just don't get the other gold. I think I'm losing it. Alright. Paxel. Not a word, apparently, even though I thought it was a word. Alright, well, the world's saddest boy is now even more sadder. Let's just turn it all back then, I guess. Just turn it all back. That's fine. We'll do it this way instead. You become faxed. Man, if I could just solve this bottom corner, I'd feel so happy about all this. I just don't want to waste this bottom corner, but I think I'm just gonna have to. We get Monkey D. Luffy on here. If I only pulled another F onto the board somewhere. Is pull with what L a word? It is a word, okay. So actually the only problem I've got now is that... Oh wait, I've ruined this bottom corner. That's one of the issues I've got. That's why I had to do stuff the other way around. I can do this instead, and then, not worry about this. AKA this. Ah, I'm losing so much gold though this way! I feel like I had it better before and I've made it worse. I've made it worse. I'm so sad. How did I have this as club before? What did I have here? What was my word horizontally before? I've already done this. Pixel. Right. I'm faxed. Now you spell that. Because then that gave me the spare I, which is what I've been like having a mental breakdown with since then. I'm like a vowel away from so many things because I could put vapid down the left side and I'd be perfectly okay with it. But I can't because I don't have an A. If I could turn one of my things into a O as well, I could do something here and put topic or something. Topic. Gupic. Like, it feels like there should be one word there, but I just can't see it. So I'm gonna have to discard this Y, I think. I'm pretty certain the rest of the grid works now. Yeah, just FY. Alright, I think in the interest of passing on time, I'm gonna just discard this and just take it. But I hate it. I hate that I'm missing 2 gold coins. It's such a waste of this round to miss it, but... I at least scored perfectly though, so we got that going for us. And actually, even worse. I say even worse. Not ideally. I need to draw again. Now you show up, you goddamn K's, aka C's as well. So I can have sack. Or sick. Doesn't really matter. Like this. No, it does actually matter, because I could have this as hick. Though I couldn't use my bottom tiles, but maybe that's not a bad idea, actually. That might be fine. I'd also use brick. Okay, hang on a sec. I'm not going to use my bottom thing for a change. Sure, this score's above 100 and something, right? Because this alone is 1, 2... It's plus 15, it doesn't just say the R15 mark, so I think it's actually 22. And that's 22, so that's 44 plus 2, so 46. I'm then going to get an 8 times multiplier on it. So immediately I'm over 200. I'm going to score it. If I lose, laugh at me. Yeah, it's 700. That was even to take into account the other books I've got. Alright, it was a bit of a messy round in the end, but we got there. Buff 3, buff 5. I wouldn't mind buffing the 5-letter words. I think I'm just going to instantly take it. Honestly, I think buffing 3-letter words is also pretty acceptable. There's a fairly decent chance I'm going to just, like, crank into a 3-letter word at some point. What are you? Pieces that are used in multiple words re-trigger. Okay, I get it. That's not bad. I'm pretty content with what I've got right now. I think it'd have to be something that's pretty synergistic with what I'm doing to take it. Honestly, I think I might just buy the cheesecake. Buy this, buy the cheesecake, and then upgrade something somewhere. And that might be just at the Mage Tower. You okay, name tag? You kind of, like, glitched out a little bit there. Alright, what do we got in here as well? 2 cheesecakes or 10 gold. Honestly, I don't know if I need to... I don't know. Is this build strong enough to get me there? I have no idea. I mean, we're halfway through and I feel like a little bit questionable. I really need to get some way to get more multiplier or more rounds. One or the other. Because I'm not really scaling with anything anymore. I guess I'll take the cheesecake because I don't really need the money immediately, whereas I could use the cheesecake right now. I'll try it. Right, we don't have Ghostbusters. I think we'll just take the Nugget, I guess. Not really what I was after. I was after, again, I'm trying to put more K's. Actually, maybe I go to this guy and just put a shit ton of Zs in the sack. Wait, that might be the genius play. What if I just use my cheesecake to put 3 Zs in the sack? Open up, buddy. I've got an order for you. Now, it doesn't have to just be Z as well. It could be like EZ, because that would be an ES, I think. I've also not tested this out yet, my theory, but I think it will work. Easy. It's what my round is going to be, right? After I do this. And I think I get more bang for my buck making some of these double tiles as well, because it's like I can fit other words in elsewhere. Open up, buddy. More cheesecake. You can't resist. Then what else do I want with this? Again, I think I want another Z. Do I just put 3 E's in the sack? Would that be stupid? Honestly, it might be, but I kind of dig it. I kind of dig how unhinged this is. And I'm kind of like squawking on the guy now. Easy, easy, easy. Let's go. Alright. I should still use this, obviously. I could potentially go for the mirror now to duplicate the easies. I have to. This is such an unhinged play for me, but I kind of love it. Alright, I didn't get any one of my easies, sadly, so we're not going to be duplicating that. Did I take the thing where... Yeah, the more tiles in my stack as well, the better things get. So I am now scaling, actually. Do I want a Clockwork W? Really, I wanted a K or a Z, actually, but I can't duplicate the K or the Z. Maybe want to make sure we've got some more vowels in the sack, but maybe my vowel situation's okay, actually. Maybe I don't need to worry about the vowel situation. And the clockwork W. Or maybe an R. Like, how are we ever going to be sad to get another R? Or a D. I don't think we're ever sad to get a D. Actually, if we get an R, we could potentially try and get to the word realm. Actually, what is the least common one out of these? R. There's 2 M's, 3 R's, an O. Many O's, many U's. So actually, it might make sense to put an M in the sack. I don't love the idea of putting another M in the sack because I don't think it's that easy to use the M's, but I know you like me trying to make the watchword, so I'll try and make the watchword. I'll think an M. Bit boring, though. My favorite tile, the KZ. Alright, just this is so stupid. Wait, I have racks. Or jacks. I think this will be a word. Surely this is actually a thing to do, right? Like, a jack is a thing. As in, like, you know, a car jack. Am I about to get the world's saddest man syndrome? To raise the level amount of something, I assume you can pluralate that. I think we're about to be the world's saddest person because this could be J-A-C-K-S. Does the KZ not work? Is that what I'm learning? Interesting that is a word. Hang on a sec. Let me put the R on the board as well. Not that I think this matters. Okay, we've made a bit of a faux pas, I think. I don't think this is actually working with this. I think a KZ is not the same, which is really bad because I think it means that easy is not going to be an ES. I may have just put a bunch of EZ tiles in my sack. It's fine, if we need to make breeze and freeze, we have so many connecting words now. It's crazy, actually. Okay, well, obviously this is not ideal. Just throw some letters down here. Don't worry about this. This is all fine. This is perfectly okay. Actually, I can have a jar as well on the board. Stick a P down here, stick the M down here. Glad I got an M. And actually, we could do this to turn this into rum, and then I can just hold these letters. Okay, oh god, it's the for science moment. Maybe I should have tested this first before I went this far. So if I take a B and I put an A next to it and I put an R on my EZ tile, which should be ES, it does work. Wait, why did that not work before in Jack said? That should have been J-A. K could be C. No, wait, K can be C. Why was Jack's not a word? Like J-A-C-K-S. Is it a bug? Because Barres is working, so it is working the way I think it is. But Rack didn't work either, and it should work. I guess. I'm very confused right now. Jack is a word. Okay. Anyway, I think we're just gonna have to play this by ear because I don't really fully understand what's going on right now. Something's not quite working the way I think it's working. Maybe we can only transform one of the letters in a single tile. Maybe that's what's happening. So this should be a C. It can be a CS. I'm gonna for science something again, because I need to pull down the I, sadly, for this. Hicks is a word. Oh, sorry, Pix is a word. Yeah, okay, it's not doing the... Oh, no, it is doing it. Maybe it won't... Maybe it doesn't transform the same letter twice in the same word. Because that should work, right, as racks. Like, that could be CKS, which is definitely a word. Okay, let's go on the assumption right now. It can only transform one of the letters once in each word, but it can do two transformations at the same time, I think is what we're going to have to go with. Okay. I have done exactly what I said I was not going to do again. I've pulled every single thing down to the bottom of the board, which makes me feel really happy and warm inside, but... Do I have an N somewhere? I was going to say, I've got Japan. Okay. The game here is going to be using one of the J's as actually a real word. I can put the other one on the bottom without an issue, but obviously I can't have both on the bottom. Then I need to make a 5-letter word, which actually, now that I think about it, these EZs are pretty awkward to make the 5-letter words, because now I'm going to be making 6-letter words. I can make rabies, right? Isn't that 1B? Sorry. I need the I. Yeah. So we can put rabies on the top, which is actually a 6-letter word in this case. Which sadly, I think means won't proc the Frost River. So I guess I put that on a vertical somewhere. And it does mean my EZ tile then goes into the bottom, which might actually not be a bad idea. We'll put rabies going down. Oh, wait, Raj will be a word, right? Yeah. Like the British Raj. Jump. Could be a word. By could be is a word. But then that causes me problems at the bottom. Unless I have an S or a Y. Or I guess a Z. Which I do have, but it's connected to a C. How's this happened? Why have I done this to myself? Okay, it can't be this. This is actually moronic. I'd rather discard my J at some point to fix this issue. I need to make a 5-letter word. It's not negotiable. I can put down everyone's favourite politician right now visiting the UK. In your honour, Mr. President, I can put Trump on the board. Wait, can I put Trump on the board? I can. It's a teaser horizontal. Perfect. I've even got Jezza at the bottom. I'm honouring the greatest people in the UK right now. Donald Trump, who's visiting, and Jeremy Clarkson. Perfect. Holy moly. Alright, let's actually try and make some of the other words work now. So I could put mace on the board. Is that a word? Yeah, max. I thought it would be. just... I don't know what I was thinking when I made the KZ tile. I just wasn't. It was just too much power for one boy to ever handle. I really wish this would work, though. Not that it really helps me here, but... like, if this become a C and a K, then, like, my logic makes way more sense. Okay, PACS is a word, which... I'm learning new things every day. But I probably still do want just this. And I'm probably gonna have to just throw away one of my J's at some point. I'm twisted. Is backs a word? B-A-C-S. It is. I just kind of assumed it would be. It felt like one of those words that isn't a word, but is actually a word. Alright, then I need to just throw some letters on the board. I think I'm going to have to accept discarding the J, but I'll hold on to it just for a second, but I think it's going to go. I will pull down the L and the E, I guess. Actually, oh, fuck. Let me pull the H down because it's worth more. And I guess the question is, do I actually want to draw now, or do I just want to score this? Maybe I just want to score this. Because if I just discard this, I think it would work. Really, what am I aiming for here? I need some more of my double letter tiles, because I could theoretically make a word down here. You know, like, I could get another X and make Axel here, and 6 here. And if I get my ES, I've got says. SES, is that a word? I don't know. But that type of thing. But yeah, it would be axes, sorry, I would need to get. It's just not reasonable. And actually, it's really not reasonable because my only double letter tiles now that are left in the sack are EZs. And I can't put all the EZs on the bottom, otherwise it'll just ruin my board. So yeah, I just need to get rid of the J, I think. And we'll score it. Also, sorry, I've turned Jezza into nearly Lezza, and that is not... I don't think that is appropriate for Jezza to turn into Lezza. I've accidentally fucking scored the amount as well, which is a shame, but honestly, I won't be too upset. I mean, I still got the gold for the round instead, so it kind of works out in the wash, but yeah, I probably missed out on like a gold or two there if I'd just been under it. Alright, what do we got in Bookland? We have upgrade 4-letter words. I think, again, I'm willing to go for this. It's back. The last letter doesn't count towards the word. Does this actually make my life easier? That's the question we have to ask here. Bearing in mind, whatever I remove from the stack now is going to cause me to lose, like, scaling. I actually can't believe this doesn't help me. It's funny, don't get me wrong, that I could make gobbledygook up for basically the entirety of the board. But I think in the long run, it's like, it's going to cost me too much doing it. Bearing in mind as well, I couldn't afford... Well, actually, maybe I could afford this. Depends on what I sold, actually. But probably I couldn't afford this. I think we just grabbed the 4-letter word potion. I'm pretty content with what I'm doing anyway. Hand size or more draws? I really don't need draws, but... I can't take this. I can't fight the greedy guy. It's too scary. But I really don't need draws. Unless I fight him and just hope either we get no obstacles at the bottom or I just don't make optometry work. Because I can't spend all my gold, sadly. Yeah, I get gold on the last one as well. And it's more gold from then on as well, right? It's not just the event gives me gold, but it will always turn into +1 gold. You know, it's fine. I don't need hand size either, because I don't need hand size because of optometry. My board is my hand size. It's basically +4 hand size. Considering I have to make one of the words connect to it. So I will take the generous guy again, which doesn't do a lot for me, but fine. I might take the screw and try. I don't think you can choose what exactly happens here, but I want more letters that turn into K's and Z's. But I don't have to control that with the screw. I don't know if it's random or not. But again, the hourglass on Cool Cats would be so good, but I can't guarantee it. I've got so many easy tiles. Sure, I can make a clock work easy. I'm doing it. Yes! Clockwork easy! Let's go! Alright, it was all worth it, even though the other one's not going to be that useful, I think. Maybe make the Y better. So I think the L works with like slot, right? But I'm probably not ever going to take the slot machine at this point. It's too late. The slot machine I think is good because it gives you a bit of economy as well as potentially some scaling. Is a bit random though. I'll take the Y. I don't love it, but... You're goddamn right I am. If I use the E, my Easies get a buff, I think. So I'm going to buff the E's, because actually there's a lot of them in the sack now. Before when I did the calculation, I didn't take into account the 3 Easies I added, so... I think it's much closer than it was before. Maybe still not worth, but... Oh yeah, room. I forgot about room. I might have had that on the previous grid, actually. I wasn't really paying attention. Okay, we've got our Z, which is actually an S. Okay, we should just stick things on the board for now. Apparently this is a word. I was actually like going towards louse, but I guess lose is a word. L-O-U-S. Sure. I've really got Milady here as well. Actually, I've got Milady here. Milady. Can that be my special watchword, please? Tips Fedora. I'm moldy, right? Actually, can I have mold as well now I think about it? Well, I did... Oh no, I didn't buff the Ys. I got clockwork Y, sorry. Yeah, malady is a word as well. Sorry. No, I was joking about milady. With an A. Right, let me put a Y on the board. Let me put a B on the board. I guess another L. And the N. And we got an easy tile. Let's go. All right. I just need to be slightly careful here because I need it to be able to like work on the bottom as well. Like I was about to put mines in, but I can't do mines because it would like, you know, it'd go into the tile below. I don't think of a non-5-letter word right now. has to exist. Oh, actually, there's something else I can test right now. How do I do this? I can use the... I just want to check if I put my easy with the Z on here, it does the same thing. Alright, yeah, dies would be a good way of doing it. I didn't even consider going to a 4-letter word instead of a 6-letter word. Let's put this onto the board. Okay, so isn't this... I don't know what happened before. There's something not quite, like, interacting right with whatever the KZ tile was doing. Because you can have the same thing gets transformed, unless... No, oh no, it's saying it says... Hang on a minute. Souls. Okay, it does... I don't know. Maybe Jax wasn't a word. I have no idea what happened. It's fine. So yeah, I can have dies on the board. Could have had Moses on the board actually as well. I don't know if Moses counts as a proper noun, but he was there. Then I could have down here Miles. Oh yeah, there's not a bottom thing anymore. We'll take the H down here. And pull the L down here. Do I draw again? I probably should do, actually. I don't know why I'm like, oh, this is good, right? This is perfectly fine. I probably need to make at least one more word. If not more. I could have Ulna, I think, right? And I guess just put that... Oh, wait, I may have fucked up here. Because I need to use an S as well. Does this count right? Yeah, Ulna's is a word. But now I've fucked my mile, but I can actually change that as well, I guess. How about milk with an E on the end? How about milk? Okay. With an E on the end. Milky. Perfect. Okay, the real dream now would be if to connect the L to the N to the ES, or the EZ, I guess, if we could think of a word that ends in EZ, but... I'm not sure there is one here. I don't immediately see it. I might just score this, actually. It's pretty good. I think LAN is a word. Like, I know it's local area network. Lunas with an ES. That's an interesting shout. I don't think that's how you'd do that. Also, I don't think Lunas is a word, but I'm willing to check that. As in multiple moons. Unironically, you're actually quite close to it being a word. L-U-N-A-E is a word, like multiple luna, but not ES. So actually, the EZ has kind of trolled me here, but that's okay. I can live with this. Yeah, I guess we just score this. I don't think we get the 4,000, but it should do pretty well. Okay, I'm just gonna score it. Again, perfectly under the bar. I might need to draw one more though. Like, I could just throw all these into the bottom for now. I need to get 400 points. I don't think this would do it, actually. I was like, does this do it? But it doesn't. I think it's 300, though. There or thereabouts. I'll take a draw. The goal, honestly, is not even that important right now. Got it really easy. Alright, we have waves now. Why did I pull the V from... whatever. Waves. That was actually really stupid. If I didn't do this, I would have just scored this, but now I can't. I guess we can do fun. And I need to pull one more letter down, which I just need to be a touch cautious with. It can be any of these, actually, I think. I think this will score it. I'm always a bit concerned, but, I mean, this is 12, 16, 17, 21, times 8 at the very least, which is like 160, but I'm not even taking into account that everything gets 60 on it. So, like, I feel like any word on the vertical is going to be a 400 word at least. Here's 1,000. All this risky game, by the way, is basically giving me 1 gold. It's like, I don't think the value proposition is actually there for me. It's interesting, but it's like really scary. Plus 6 amps on word speaking again with DOI. Okay. Overcoming shyness would actually be so unbelievably good. I think I actually should take it, and I probably will get rid of the 3 amp on 5 letter words for it. Or this. Maybe I don't need the consonants anymore. It's kind of minor. But this makes my easies so unbelievably powerful. Increase the level of 3-letter words by 2. Get the chaotic guy or patient guy, and I get starting draws. I'm sorry, I might have to take patient. I am a bit concerned about it to be 2 times amp though. Oh, sorry, 2 times marks. But I can't risk it being blockers. The blocker guy will just kill me. He turns off like the best part of my build, which is optometry, I think. You have all the draw, but not the rounds to use them in. Yeah, I think it is time for you to go. You're good, you helped me get there. But now that we are there, I don't need you anymore. And really, this is making up for all the marks anyway. So we're going to take Overcoming Shyness. And I think Frost River is also, like, potentially on the radar of going, but I think it's fine for now. I'm actually going to re-roll as well. For the first time, I could get an an RO tile. Ooh, interesting. You know what? I'm gonna take it. It buffs this. This is like my main form of marks now. Can I get more easy tiles, please? Mirror, mirror, mirror on the wall. What is the tile that I want most of all? Easy! It's easy! Let's go. Nice, okay. Let's keep going. Also, the RO, by the way, makes the ROing room more viable. So that was the other reason why I took it. Okay, this is the dream. I've got a C, aka K. I've got an S, aka Z. My Z is going to score me plus 15 marks on top of this if I use it as a Z, but I'm probably going to use it as a... Oh, this is how it's going to be working, right? It's using it on top of an S, not a Z, I think. Right. Pukes. That's a great word. Actually using the K as a K as well. Yeah, we'll be putting that in, I think. And actually, we'll mess about with this potentially later, but we would love it to be like this. Because this would be my last tile of my stupid made-up word at the bottom. And it would give me a big Overcoming Shyness marks. The X is going to be a hard sell here. Although I say that, we could potentially, if we get an A, put axe on the board. I think for knowledge, quickly put tuck on the board. I'm just gonna throw the X down here because the X will, the X and the J almost certainly will come onto the board eventually. We've got one of our easy tiles. Nice. Clearly, we want to try and end the word with an easy tile now. Which is really easy, right? Very, very easy. I do have exit as well, actually, as a word. Nukes and pun. Yeah, that would work. Actually, that works because of another reason anyway. Let me put nukes in. Show interest. Okay, don't know why I'm running to words. I'll take it. It makes my life kind of useful. Convenient in another way. Because now I could have this down as pubes with my funny ES tile. But, it does mean that my bottom becomes hard to use again. Wow. If I got... Hang on a sec. If I got the eye here, if I get one more eye, I can put pixies down the bottom, which would be so high scoring. I might actually even just, like, put this here, just like a marker. I'm going to grab the J and pull that down here, because I'm almost certain to put the J down here eventually. And I guess I'll pull the B into the bottom. Oh, wait, I've still not sorted this out yet. I'll pull an E down. If we have to discard, we can discard. Tune and text. Yeah, that's another good out. Did I say I wanted an A? Oh, for axe. I really love an I, though. An I would go so hard right now. Sorry, I just saw as well, this is close to being spoon. I was just thinking if that made a difference. It actually does. If I get an S as well, I can turn this into 6s instead and move this along. Don't have it, but, it's on the radar. There's so many... There's like 8 different things I could potentially get. Yeah, Axel's there as well, somewhere. Wait, is Axel there? Do I have an L? No, it's not. If I could get this to be a D to be nuked, I think then that would also give me this S to move up here to turn into spoon, to turn into 6s. Which possibly isn't great anyway, because then I have a word that starts with X, which is probably not ideal. I'm really tempted just to actually, like, draw it again and discard the entire thing in my tray right now. I can do that as well, actually, which would be way better. Oh, there's other fun things I could potentially do here. Because I could turn this into wands. Hang on a sec. This might take some time again, I'm sorry about it, but this could become wands. Then you could become pin. You're then close to being tuned, but I could do something else. I mean, I could turn you back into pukes again at some point. I hate you would also go kind of crazy right now, no? Because I could turn this into hoop. Boop. But yeah, then I need Bix to be a word, which I don't think it is. Although actually, hang on a minute. Maybe I can make something work from that. If I turn this into boop... we'll pull the other P over in a second. The P goes here. I turn this into box by pulling the O down as well. So box... Bod? No. Oh, that's the word I need to fix, right? So box on. I could put this into a T to be ton. And then I just need to do one more thing. Tape. Right? And then I just need one more letter at the bottom, which can't be the J before you grab the J. Can't be the E. It could be the B, though. Boop is not a word. Excuse me? What? What? Are you okay? Well, that's awkward. How is boop not a word? Okay, we could potentially still fix this some other way. We could have poop instead. Is bon a word? Okay, we'll have this monstrosity instead. It's fine. That still solves all my issues. This should actually score pretty highly. It might actually just score me the full thing, but I kind of like okay with it. It feels really good. Score B. That was only 6,000. Oh my god, what's my grid? What's happened? I just realized it's the patient guy. He destroys half my grid. Oh my god, he put a blocker at the bottom. I might be cooked. How? How did this not score gigapoints? I'm stunned that was only 6,000. Well, okay, we're gonna need our 5 discards, I think. What an actual monstrosity this is. You can put pukes back on the board again. Which means then this is ending a tile, which is pretty good for me. But I probably want this at the bottom. Hang on a sec. Let me actually try to like start figuring this out. We're gonna have to discard 5 tiles somewhere. It's gonna be 5 very specific tiles though, so don't worry about it. You could be book. Actually, it's not that useful. You can't be boop, it turns out. That could be sexes. Which gives me the EZ as an end letter twice. Could be boxes as well, you're right. Which wouldn't be bad either. Although I probably want this thing to also be an end letter. I actually might not have enough discards here. That might end up being the problem. I could have you as Bodes. That works. Yeah, the bottom left troller, like, just... I say troller the blocker, but it is a troller. It's basically backbreaking. I am at the point now where if I had 6 discards, I could get out of it. I can't move them? No. We're actually not a million miles away from solving this. In fact, if I did this... Hang on a sec, this doesn't fix anything. It doesn't fix anything! I'm surprised that scored so little. I gotta be honest with you. I kind of assumed that was gonna be like... I thought it was actually gonna be over, but like if anything, it was gonna be like 1,000 under. I just can't see it. I need the top word as well, ideally, to have 2 consonants to begin with, but there's like no good connectors for it. I don't know any words that 4 letters end in a U, really. Yeah, I think we're cooked. Because I don't have 6 discards. I don't think NATO's going to be one. I mean, we can try it. Yeah, NATO's not a word. Natu. It's a Pokemon, but, you know. How about Naboo? No? Not Naboo? I just don't have any good, like, consonants connected to my other consonants. I need, like, consonant somewhere. And then it becomes solvable. Hikes. And something. I can't see anything. I bet you there is a way to solve this, actually, but probably not to give me the point scores that I require. And I can't remember how much you lose for, like, not having a discard. It's like 1,000, I think. Might be more than that. I'm so, like... I'm so close to solving this god thing. Okay, something needs to change then. Like, the bottom word can't be what it is right now, basically. What do you mean P-B-U-E-S is a word? What are you talking about? Wait, is this actually triggering? Hang on a sec. If that's triggering, then this actually changes everything. It's actually triggering. Hang on a minute. This is solvable. Because you could be Nook. And you could be Bequez. Wait, this is solvable. That works. I could then get rid of the I, the P, and the J. I'd probably prefer to keep the J on the bottom. It's better than the Clockwork U. Goodbye, Clockwork U. And this would work. I can get rid of 4 tiles. The U, the P, and the I. I mean, I think it's the best bet we've got. I don't think it actually is enough points, but... Actually, this would be better as but as well. It's a grid. And I didn't think we were going to get it. Easy! Easy, 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 easy. Don't you ever do that to me again, game. Don't you destroy half my grid. Alright, how do we stop that from ever happening ever again? It's time for more scaling. Do I want to buff 6-letter words? Potentially, yes. All word score marks equal to the total base marks of pieces in your hand. If your hand is full, gain 2 amp. That could actually be insane. Because I have so much draw. I can always fill my hand. I think it's time to get rid of Frost River too. This is only 3 amp. You think it's bad? It's not hand plus score. I guess. Yeah, okay. If it does overwrite my thing, maybe it's not that good. I mean, at the very least, +1 amp for all words and... +1 amp on all words for each word on the board is probably better than just 3 amp on 5-letter words. Because I typically make more than 3 words on my board. I'm gonna buy you, even though I don't make that many 6 letters. I think I am gonna buy you. I get rid of Frost River. Frost River, like, is so, like... It's kind of minor. Unless I have, like, 5 synergy, but I don't really have 5 synergy. I wish I could hold something and re-roll, because I want to see what's, like, behind this. Alright, goodbye, Frost River. I don't really have enough to re-roll and buy, because, like, the cheapest things are, like, 8 now. I guess we'll see what's in here. Maybe I'll get some more money. Add destroy spaces to the board each round. Your board is cleared between rounds. I mean, I can't take obstacles, so we're taking more discards. I don't want to destroy tiles because it's literally like the collector's weekly is carrying me, I think, right now. I don't really want to make ghost tiles, so it's hourglass time again. Easy. Which, by the way, if that triggers with this as well, it's actually insane. In fact, I should really probably buff the... I should buff another good letter that ends words. The B's not really one of them. The P maybe, but it's not great, but... I guess we'll take the P. I think I end more words with P than B. And I think it's time to move on. We also never figured out this destructive Wrathguard guy, because he said destroy pieces, but I'm not actually sure he did destroy the pieces. I guess we'll try and find out. Or I'll avoid them, because I actually don't really want to destroy any of my pieces right now. Anyway, we're going to lead with X, Fed, U. Okay, I've got my CS tile. It was funny, but I kind of regret making the CS tile, I'm going to be honest with you, because it doesn't seem to work with the K tile, turning it into a C. To be fair, I thought this was going to be a CKS tile, or potentially. Which would kind of do this. But unfortunately, it doesn't work. Anyway. I probably should have done that because I now have to solve the situation, but it's fine. At the very least, I can put it in the bottom corner down here, and it'll trigger overcoming shyness. We've also have got some words here. We have feud. And I. And I'll worry about all the other stuff later. Draw me again. I think if I'm going to use this as like a CS as well, I need the I to come up more often. Actually, I just want to check something, just out of interest, my final, like, check. If I use a C here instead, does it fix it then? No, there's something about this KZ tile it just doesn't like. Unless, you know, that word is not in the dictionary. Yeah, okay, there's something about the KZ tile. Like, on this double thing, it'll only transform one of them, but not both of them or something. But even that wasn't it, because I transformed both of them before. I don't know. I just don't get it. Anyway, I've created some problems now. You come back down here. I don't know what I was expecting there, actually. Alright, let's start fixing things. Otherwise, we're going to be... okay, sorry. I'm locking back in again, okay? Like, what? How old am I? I'm just like making funny words on the board. So there's probably some sense to make this CK go together, and probably some pretty good reason to do this as well. I'm not saying we do this, but I'm saying that is a sentence or word structure that makes some sort of sense. Do I have a P? No. Do I have another C? No. Because I could have clucks. If only this thing worked properly, I would have clucks. I will put in for now duck. And feel sad. Then, we can put in... we can put in FedEx. And hopefully they'll sponsor me. I really need to make this actually 5 letters all the way down. I don't think this is acceptable. Actually, is ducky a word? Surely ducky's a word. Yeah, ducky's a word. Okay, that's okay then. Alright, we're back in business. I'm locking back in again. Don't worry about it. We're quite close to having modem on board as well. Dude, maybe I try and destroy this tile. Maybe that's actually the winner's choice here. Xylem is there. It is. Okay. Unfortunately, I'd have to spell it on the bottom, which is like, you know, not something I can do. It would be a great word to put on the board, though. I'd like the idea of it. It'd have to go in the top corner, though, I think. So if I was going to put Xylem on the board, this would have to be an L. Which does give me luck. Do I have another Y? No, I don't. I could turn it into lucky. You know what? I'm just going to throw it on the board. We'll figure something out if I can't make this work. I say this is actually fine. Yeah, I know what the Xylem is. Maybe actually I would want to do this instead. Because it's hard to start a word with an X. I know I'm starting a word with an X, but like, it's few and far between, unless I make Xylem times 2. Because then I can have box on the board as well. My favourite X word. Box and axe. And then all I need to do is, like, fix the rest of this out. Which feels reasonable. An S. Or a K. Sorry, a C or a K now I think about it. I don't have another Y, do I? Can I have bulk with a K in it? And I can have bulk on the board. Could come fox. Not a word, right? I keep looking at it, but it's not a word. Bulk is a word, though, right? Yeah, bulk is fine. I think the dream of Xylem might actually have to be over. Sadly. I don't think I can make it work. Unless I moved it down again. Because there's no reason I have to have it here, right? I could actually have it here. Actually, there is a reason I can't have it here, because then the bottom board is going to be really awkward to make. What about here instead? Because then I can use the E here. Xylem vertical from top right. I could, but again, the only slight issue of this is I really want this in the bottom corner. Because I kind of want a word to connect to this word to trigger this multiple times. So I don't really want M in the bottom corner right now. I could do it this way down, though. And I just not worry about the X too much. But then I'm, I'm starting things with the Y as well. We got loud. You kind of fuck. Nice. It's okay. Actually, I could also do this. I don't have an S. I thought I had an S, my bad. I mean, it's still fine, but kind of made my life a bit more awkward. Hang on a sec. Maybe we'll do this a second. They could have put end here is my other thought. But I guess I can't even do that. Can you go in the right place? Show interest. Is Faye with the E spelling also a word? It is. Okay, that's actually pretty big. And CAD will be a word. Because it'll be a C-A-D. That might be as good as we get. I'm a bit concerned because, again, I'm not really making the best use of my books here. I've made a lot of words, though, so at least this is going to trigger many times. Yeah, still got round. I think I actually missed it one time, though, to be fair. Because, yeah, this is only going to give me the E. It's going to give me the D. I get the M. The K is pretty good, though. And I do get this. And I'm not using this again. Then again, it's really hard for me to use that. I guess I just score this and see where the world takes us. But I'm not super happy about things. Mostly just throwing an E, I think. Which might not be a good idea. Yeah, I think that does actually destroy it. I think... Actually, we checked before, right, how many E's there were? Yeah, I have one fewer E, so that is permanent destruction. Which means this is also worse. It did go down by 5. Okay. Okay, we're going to be putting a J on our board. I'm going to assume we can make... Oh, bound is a word, so I'll put bound on the board, I guess. Draw me. The S down. Put the B down. I guess throw an I down there. I probably should make a few more words. Again, the goal doesn't really matter anymore. We're on trial 10 of 12. We've only got 3 more rounds left. So I think we actually should just try and score this, like, pretty highly. We'll put back to the board. I'm going to draw again. Okay, we've got our easy tile, so life is going to be easy. Do something like that. This ends 2 words now with an EZ tile, which will give me 12 amp. Could also put dries down there, actually. Right, I'm not losing my mind. That's how you spell dries. Yeah. Okay. Then I'd have to sort out this. Just it might not be easier than what I was just doing. No, it can be. We can turn this into joust. That's only not working because there's 2 B's down here. I can turn you into jab. That's pretty good as well. I think that's actually better than what I was doing. Although, I say this, I have now removed the D from the end, but the D was only worth 2. And I can make you bay, and you're going to be a clockwork ending letter for shyness. I think this is enough. I should really, like, fully check it, but I think I'm just going to send it. My mental's been kind of boomed at this point. Okay, we're good. Oh, that didn't used to happen before. The destructions happened afterwards. I'm not super upset. I did lose an S and an A. The J is fine. I don't care about the J. Kind of. Maybe I am actually upset I lost 3 letters. Never mind, I can put more easies in my deck if I want to. I probably won't put more easies in my deck, though, just as a forewarning. Oh, I'm at the shrine. Oh, sorry, I've upset the Shrine Lord. Okay, I could buy an A back if I wanted A back. I do like the wall as well. 5 amp for words that touch the edge of the board. I think that's might even be better than this, but it's pretty close. Muck because was the best word. You goddamn right it was. Unironically, I think the right choice here is to buy the A and buy the A. I need this to actually, like, start working again. What are you doing? What are you offering me? More discards or draws per refresh. We're going to take draws per refresh again, which is kind of sad because it's just not necessary, but I can't afford this to be destroying things or blocking things. To make this work. To be fair, I think the right choice at this point probably was to get rid of Optometry, but, you know, it's fine. I'm enjoying it. Let me reroll. A Ghost TO. It's too late to go to Ghost Bunches. I do like Ghost Bunches, but no thanks. I think I will take the Ghost TO, which again leans into this. Okay, so we lost an S. So I wouldn't mind having another S in here somewhere. But what is the thing that goes onto the S best? I know you want me to put easies in the deck again, but I think I actually should have some, like, variants on easy. I guess I could do SE instead, but... And the KZ isn't working. How about WZ? Like laws and stuff like that. Moors. The W would score pretty well, because we upgraded it earlier. And we can fit it onto some pretty easy words. And as I said, this should be a big overcoming shyness buff. I'll try it. I don't love it because, again, I think it's a bit scary making some two letters which you can't use as the front of the word either, or in the middle of the word. For sure is the thing here. I guess we take the W, right? Since I just made that tile. I can't do K and Z, which is what I would have liked to do. Although, actually, hang on a minute. Maybe I buff S's because Z's become S's, and I think it scores an S instead. So maybe I should, because I've got all these E's, turning the S's up. Alright, I'm going to do that. I'm actually not sure quite how all this triggers yet. I might be wrong on a lot of this, but forgive me. Alright, 2 more trials. T in the horizontal, I in the vertical. Flats can go on the board for now. You two go down here. Oh my god, when I redraw, I can draw 6 more times afterwards. Oh my god, my WZ is here. Flaws! Yes, my favorite. Unironically, this is so good, I might want my bottom word to actually be a real word. I know it's heresy, but perhaps that is a good idea. Vertical, right? Iron vertical. Okay, I was gonna make this toes, but I can't. Floors vertical and end your imaginary word with it. That's a good idea. You can just sit here for now. Don't worry about it. Okay, other things I can do right now. You know, I could put oath on the board, I guess, but it's not great. God, sorry. I need you to be the opposite. I could turn this into mail, but I can't. I guess in the short term, I'll just have to take some things. Rosa. I don't think that's a word. R-O-A, a roast. Okay, there we go. I could, but I don't want to, because I want the WS right now. Actually, I can still put that on the board somewhere. Never mind. I still have it. R-O-A-S-T. And I just need a way to connect the two. Alright, we'll put it in and see where the world takes us. We have R-O... Oh, I got room! I've done it! I've got it! It's finally here. My watchword. Just in time for Ninsley to get here. Alright, well, we'll try and make that work as well, because it's funny. That being said, how are we going to do all of this? What I could do, I could turn this into Moors. Then I have an M ending for room, and I just moved this down somehow, but obviously I can't have this as roast anymore. And this has to be in the bottom corner, because I need a word going along the bottom, so I can't move it up. This has to come down. The alternate line, which I think is more tempting, is that I just make something different here to connect to this. Like, Actually, hang on a sec. I could use the RO here, sorry, RO, then a U in one of these words and an M below it. Sorry, I was actually thinking of doing it with the U and the M I've got, so like ROUM. So I guess I could use a U as well instead. Pretty hard though to connect this. It's hard to connect all this together right now. How about turn this into roust? How am I gonna... How am I figured this out? I put the U down here, then I can do R-O-U-M, but then how am I going to connect the right bit to the left bit? Oh, I use my bottom word. Wait, that's the genius play here. This is a word, right? Roust. It's an I and a vertical. Whoopsie! I got it the wrong way around again. That's fine. We'll figure this out. Right, I'll figure this out. Can I glitch you the other way around, please? I can turn this into sour instead. I'm trying to remember how to spell soiree, but I think that's S-O-I-R-E-E, right? Hang on a sec. That'd have to come down here, I think. Then I could put the R-O-U-M, but it's how do I connect this then? I can't. It has to be a 5-letter word, or the U has to be one more dial up. So the U can't ever be lower than this, but it can be higher than that. I might have to turn floors off for a second while I figure this out. Yeah, I think just to like try and figure some of this out, let me put flower here instead, which like makes a lot more sense. I'll come back to this in a second. How does floors work? Okay, to just bring Ninsley up to speed, I have Collector's Weekly again. For more tiles in my sack, the more marks I get, so that's like fine. Optometry, any word I put along the bottom, as long as it's a continuous word, and I don't have any duplicates in the word, it will count as a word. And it will give me 40 marks on that word as well. So basically I can put any old gobbledygook at the bottom, and it doesn't matter. Then I've got cool cats, so my K's are C's, and my Z's are S's. However, my C's aren't K's and my S's aren't Z's, and they also get a bonus amount of marks. Which is why the WZ works, because it's seeing it as a WS instead, as floors. The reason I'm doing this is actually because of overcoming shyness, so my last letter scores amp equal to the marks, and the WZ tile is counting as a 14 mark tile, but it's a WS. I think that's how that's working at the very least. I'm not actually entirely certain. I'm hoping that's how that's working. I did come on bases before by buffing the S's as well, but I think that's how that's working. Anyway, so basically this WZ is giving me big bonus points. And in case you're wondering as well, my stack is very easy right now, which are ES's, so for the sake of argument. So that's how floors was working. I'm also trying to keep the WZ near the bottom corner so it's the last scoring word on 2 different words, but we can come back to this in a second. That basically gets you up to speed. So now I can put Rome here, which is my word. Although, actually, this doesn't help me because I want to make my entire bottom row. This is the other thing I need to be slightly careful of. My bottom word can be any old gobbledygook, but the word above it has to make sense still. Actually, I could potentially still make this work. If I get a few more of my double letter tiles, this could work. Because this can be rows. I know it's not in the right place, but like, it could work to give me my cheesecake. And if I can get the easy tile, I think Mies would count M-E-Z or M-E-S. I think I'll shoot for the moon on that. So then an A is probably going to come down here. The glitch letter could honestly just come down here as well. And we're going to be doing something like this. I'll put slap here, I guess. But I would like this to be a 5-letter word as well, ideally. Flames. I'd have to move a lot for this, but yeah, it could do it. I'll try and bear it in mind. I'm gonna redraw with this, I think. You know what, I've got 7 discards. Let me put the other eye on the board as well and draw again. Okay. I can make a better word up here now. I can make slate instead. Umami? Umami could work. Wait. The problem with umami, I think I know what you're trying to do here. I'd have to make the OA word work as well, which means I'd have to get something that goes in front of rows. It's just like a lot of shuffling. I actually could do with more room here as well. I think that's the other thing that I would have liked. Is B-E-Y a word? Like, bay is in B-E-Y? Hang on. Also want to check if slabby is a word, but I'd have to put the Y on the board, but that's fine. Slabby's not a word, but now I can just check what I wanted to check before anyway. Sorry. So B-E-Y is a word. Bendy. I like it. And that would definitely fit on here. Don't worry, I've got a bunch of discards as well here, so this is fine. Bendy. Wow, we're really close to tin. So the dream here, the problem piece is this one. I need this to be my easy tile, I think. If I don't get it though, I feel like the world like falls in on itself. But I got 2 drawers to find it, and like there are 4 of them in the sack. It's pretty like reasonable chance, I think, to find it. Just trying to decide if I want to keep the H or the B, the M. I think the B is probably okay. I think I'll save my discards. We'll just draw again. Game, don't do me like this. You actual monster of a game. Alright. Crisis stations. I can't do what I want to do. So I'm gonna have to change like the entire thing, sadly. We continue to dower. Dowers? Is that you okay imploring dowers? No, we're not okay in that. Lousy. That will work. Then I can put you back again. You menace. You can be bloat. You can't be bloat. I haven't got a spare. Oh. You can be bliat. You can be blind. I would really like to use you as WS, so I think we're going to just put this here and then try and figure something else out from there. You're obviously not going to be here. And we have discards left, so don't worry. So I want a D word that ends in WS, or can end in WS. Bleat for the sheep sound. Yeah, that would work. Maybe the WS was not a good idea. Perhaps it's not as easy to make this work as I thought it was on first inspection. I could do it into like... I could do like drawers, pull the R down, or say use this R actually, I guess. The problem with that then is I'd have to have this not as a 5-letter word unless I can think of something else that like extends it further. But like, this might be fine, just have this as like, you know, a 4-letter word instead. Blink. Where's my K? Oh, am I blinking? The C won't become a K. K just becomes C's, Z's become S's, but not the reverse. I'm actually to just do this and have this as raws. Hang on a sec. Oh my god. Yeah, raws would count. And then remove the E. Remove the E, the A. Sorry, the I, the I. Actually, I should score this as well. You're better than the T. So yeah, I'd remove the I, the T, and the A. I just want to remind you, I'm only doing this because I'm trying to make round work, which is pointless because I'm basically pointless. I'm 1 trial away from completing the game. I don't really need the cheesecake anymore, but we'll score it. Oh, the other fun thing I'm trying to do, by the way, I'm trying to not score it in first time because I get +6 draws now, which is worth a lot of money. I've only got 2 rounds because I removed one of my rounds. So, actually, life is pretty dangerous. That being said, let's not fail right now. I need to make big scores. Big point scores. Alright, we have Yorid. We also could do Bum for now. This tile's doing weird things as well, just as a forewarning. In theory, this should be a CSKS type thing, but sometimes it doesn't work, and I don't understand why. Basically, don't assume both letters will transform, but sometimes they will both transform. It's really hard to explain it. Like, in theory, this should work as Pex, but I think it won't work. Yeah. I pushed the wrong button. I'm so annoyed with myself. Anyway, I just discarded some things. It's fine. We got many... I said discarded. I redrew, but we have many draws anyway, so who cares? I've got one of my easy tiles now, though, so that's a positive. Oh, it's the recounting one as well. This has to go into the bottom corner. So yeah, Pluck should work, but I don't think it will work because there's some bug with it. I don't know why. So this tile has actually caused me many concerns. Generally speaking, I'm just leaving it on the bottom and scoring with optometry right now. But in case you're wondering why I'm not using it as a actual proper word, it's because there's something not quite right with it. I don't know why. I don't get it. I can't figure it out. I have had it to score as well as a CS. I don't understand. I've tried, okay? Anyway, back to the game. We obviously want to put you in somewhere, ideally at the end of a word. It's so annoying because it would be so good to turn this into pucks, for example, or something like that, but it just won't work. I don't get why it's not taking the Z as an S. Maybe there's a transformation limit, but I don't get it. Zoots. If it's a word, it's a great shout. Zoots. Zoots is not a word, it's saying on here. Zoot it is a word, but not zoots. Apparently to be zooted is to be drunk, but not zoots, sadly. Either way, I probably should just send things. I can see what I'm dealing with. Booms. Is booms with an ES a word? Because again, I think we're just plucking words out of nowhere right now. Broom is a word though. I will allow broom. And I'm probably gonna have to move stuff around because I don't think I want this on the second row. I want it on the top row. I'll probably change urine for something else. As good as a word it is, we're gonna have to figure something else out, I think. I'll hold on to these because I'm sure I'm gonna have to use the S for something. Okay, we've got a K, which could be a C. Also, could straight speaking be a Q or an A if I was really desperate for it. Smite. That is very good shout. I like that. That fixes that corner of the board. Could keep Yori in it as well. I was about to put something on the top. Like, I feel I can do better than this as well. Like, we don't really want to end a word with an E either, just because of this. I prefer it to end with something better. Do I have a P? I do. I thought I had tropics, but I don't. It doesn't quite fit. Biped on the left. Okay. We'll figure this out in a second. Biped. And that's fine. Slightly awkward with the eye here, but I think that's okay. If that's the worst of the situation, then so be it. I got room again. Yeah, it's fine. I don't know if I get anything to score it again. Maybe I do get something to score it again. Wait, why did I... Oh no, I got it on this round. Never mind, I'm losing my mind. I was going to say, why have I not got cheesecake? But we're still in the same round. It's just a never-ending round. I can put brows here. So then I just need to sort this out. Just out of interest, is this a word? No. I just wanted to know, just out of interest. We can put pun here as a short-term solution. And then the nice thing about my gobbledygook work is I can just do this if I wanted to. Or I can put anything on the bottom. And we probably want to put this K on the bottom, honestly. I'm actually just using for science right now. So you're not a word. I just want to know if N-E-K is a word now. It is. I thought it would be. I could discard the O and feel pretty happy about things. And my K would be a last letter scoring. The EZ would be a last letter twice scoring with AMP. Biped's pretty good. Browse is pretty good. I think that's, like, very reasonable. And I discard the O. I guess the final thing I should probably do is discard the C as well and use the Y, because it scores more. Just need to make sure there's no duplicate on the bottom. There's no duplicate on the bottom. This is fine. I'll discard the C and put a Y here. Let's see if it gets me. I think this is better than the previous one I did, so hopefully we get there, but... Alright, we get there. It's really weird. Sometimes, like, I feel like the build doesn't work at all. And then suddenly, like, it just pops off. Tacos is my new word. I love me some tacos. Alright, let me see what I've got at Byberry. Buffing 4-letter words seems very reasonable. Reroll me. I think, honestly, just give me these. I'm pretty happy with what we're doing. The bigrams is nice as well, because I've got a bunch of eases in the deck. Actually, maybe that's better than... Maybe that's better than verbosity for dimwits. Because I put a bunch of bigrams in there, right? I've got 4 easies, I've got the Ghost TO. I've got the WZ that I just can't ever use. I'm gonna try it. I think this is actually, like, pretty minor. And I've never ever used this before, so... Get in there. And I don't think anything else is going to be worthwhile now. And actually, I can create another diagram here. 2 cheesecakes to get the patient watch guard. It does mean my trial marks is doubled, which is not ideal, but we'll see. I can't take this. I have to take the double effect. It's too scary to not... sorry, it's too scary to have what's-his-names. Ghost houses get destroyed. They do, but it's the last round, so who cares? The only issue with this is if I take the patient watch guard, the board shrinks and I get stuck again. Or do I just take greedy? Maybe greedy's actually better. Because I only have 1 round to score my entire total, and we're not really big scorers, are we? And I'm going to always have the 6 gold. I'm going to try it. It can screw me over this, like, to a significant degree, but I think they both can screw me over. I think we rolled really poorly on that last guy. Anyway, we can put 3 towels in my sack to make Collectors Weekly really good if we really want to. And actually, we can put a bunch of biograms in here for this, so we could have some fun here. And typically what I'm doing right now is putting, like, TS in and stuff like that. Or TZ. In fact, I think I'm going to do that. Give me a TZ, which is also a TS, remember? But will give me big points for overcoming shyness. KZ's good? No, it's not. We've tried KZ. The KZ experiment has failed. I only have 3 E's in the sack. I'm just toying where I want to spend my cake, because I can't get the upgrade here, sadly, on the portal. So I can just try and get, like, better words, I guess. Or put more in the sack to trigger this. I think I'm going to put more in the sack. But I think I'm going to be relatively sensible about this. We've got enough, like, biograms to end words. Let's put some biograms in the middle of words. I think we should take a double O somewhere. Interesting. I was wondering if it would go in the small pocket or the big pocket. That's fine. It's in the big pocket. It's really awkward, right? Because I want it to go in the small pocket, but I just don't want to have too many vowels. Ah, screw it. I'll spend the other 2 here. Hourglass is pretty good. The mirror could be good, but I just said my issues with the mirror. Give me Hourglass, and I'll try and, like, buff some tiles. Easy is the one I really wanted to buff. In which case, H, probably okay, and I guess we'll take the P as well. I'll have one more go at this. So we take the glitch thing, the unstable spell. We don't really need gold, and I don't want to destroy things, so I guess we will take this. Alright, we whiffed. But that's fine. We wasted cheesecake, but I had nothing... Well, I had better things to spend it on now, I think about it. I think I could have spent it here and just got, like, a flat-out upgrade, which probably would have been more smart. Anyway, let's see what happens. Bumper or blockers not be at the bottom, please. Anywhere but the bottom. Or at least bottom left. Perfect. I love it. We've been rewarded... Oh my god, the KZ's back. We've been rewarded for our stupidity, and I love that about this game. I will say making a letter in this bottom corner is going to be pretty awkward unless I get my easy tile, which we could get our easy tile. For now, put the KZ down here. You're in the end slot. We'll stick a V here, we'll stick an O here, we'll stick an R here, and an E here. A Rovks, my favourite word. You go here and draw me. Alright, now we need to, like, think about actually making words. So close to Rota. I'm reminded the K can be a C. I guess it could be an A and a Q as well if we're like really desperate for it, but I don't know if I'm really desperate for that because we get a big buff on the cool cats with it being a K. Or a C. I could use the TO as Tor, I guess, as like a short-term guess for it. You come down here for a sec. You come down here. I'll just drop the O on the board for a second. I'll draw it again. I just want to see all my options. Where are my easy tiles? I have 4 of them in the sack and I've seen them like 2 or 3 times. Okay. We now have Gator. Don't know if it's any better, but I do have it. And as a reminder, we've only got 2 rounds to do this in, so we have to be like pretty efficient with how we do this. And it's 16,000 points we have to go for. Wait. I just thought, this is Tox. Yeah, I don't know why it's working now, like as a CS, but whatever. I think if I put a... I think actually what's happening is, if I put a K or a C in there, with this word, it like bugs out for some reason because of the transform effect. Like it confuses the transform effect. As long as I don't put a C, K, Z, or S, I guess, in my word, then it's fine to transform both of them. I think that's roughly what's happening. Either way, Tox, like, you know, tick-tock, it's a word. And I can't get any more efficient than that. This has to be this bottom corner, and I'm really happy that it is. Anyway, we have also got Grave. You can come down here for now, and we also have... We're so close to Rex. If I could trust this thing to actually work properly, I would have Rex. We do have Crew. Frisk. Yeah. That's the word we want. I'll just throw the clockwork W down here. Honestly, I think we're going to struggle to get better than this. But again, there's no more rounds, so I might as well draw again. Okay, I've got my TZ tile. Is Atto a word? ATO. I'm going to check it. One of these weird 3-letter words. Because I could do some fun stuff in the bottom corner. Atto. It's quite close to being like, you know, the atomic type thing. My thing auto-completed to Atto defined benefit income cap tool. That's not what I was after, thank you. Atto's an acronym. A political division of a Bontoc village. I don't know if Merriam-Webster's like on board with what I'm trying to sell right now. Any Cambridge Dictionary people? Nope. Alright, a lot of acronyms. I don't think Atto is a word, sadly. I was just thinking I could put ats down here instead. I guess I should check. What about Ito? ITO, but I'm less confident with an ITO than an ATO. Ito. Internal Trade Organization is an acronym again. The indium tin oxide? Sure, he could. Wait, no he couldn't. What are you talking about, indium tin oxide? I guess maybe it's just a short for it, but not the chemical symbols. Yeah. I'm not confident with it. Ants. Yeah, but how would I fit it on the board? The whole point is I'm trying to be very efficient with the space over here with the TO. But I'm just trying to think of any word that ends with TO. Well, ests. E-S-T-S. Like, established is E-S-T. Ests. Ests. Defined. Alright, maybe I'm losing my mind right now. But the plural of est. But is est a word? How about estified? It does say short form of established. I'm gonna check it. If worse comes to worse, I'm gonna discard these at the bottom anyway. Alright, I'm glad it did work. And again, I did like call that could work. I don't think I can be more efficient than this. I could put better words in or better letters down here, so that's probably what I now need to look at doing. I have to hold grave here, but I can get rid of the O and the U. And put like a B and a Y or a clock. Actually, the clockwork Y would be better, right? I guess the other thing I could have thought of is this ghost TO could have gone into toy at some point. I'm not going to do it now. I think I'm pretty happy, but if I'd moved it one along and put toy there, but then I would have to have like, I would have had, yes, I needed my easy tile. If I had easy, I could have gone toy into easy. I could have gravy. Yeah, that'd be better as well, actually. That'd be way better, in fact. Okay. Just before I do any of this, just in case I fuck something else up, we do that into that. Alright. We'll do it one at a time. Now, I can't put another Y down here because it has to be unique symbols. So we're going to get rid of the U now. I'm going to stick in a B, I think. And then finally the E is going to go, and I'm going to put in an F, not the Y. And then you're going to come down here. Not that it matters. We're going to score it and hopefully win the game. It's still really good. I'm not going to complain about that. Oh, and Tio stayed on the board. Okay, so we can actually make toy again. I can do what I literally just like was talking about. Put toy here, the D here, and then draw. I've got an easy tile. Not the best easy tile, but I'll take it. So I can actually do toy this way, and then yes this way. The problem I've got now is I need to make the word this way work as well. But I think tot would work, for example. So I can put that here. And then we can just make any old shit along the bottom right now and not worry about it too much. I'll throw a D down here. I do have to be careful not to put a duplicate down here. You're right. I'll throw the U down here. Actually, we'll put the U here. I'll put mud in here. I'll throw an A down here. And an N. Dates is a word. That's pretty funny. Hang on a sec. We might want to do something with that. Let me just draw before I ruin this. Another easy tile. Okay, this is so easy. Easy, easy, easy. We put this easy here. I'm sorry, you're moving. You're an easy as well. I can't do that. I forgot. I had toes. Well, we can fix this still. We can do that now. Easy, easy. Wait, easy, easy is a word? Wait, is Eze, Eberici Eze? The plural of them. I've got two of them. Yeah, I have to be a bit careful with the easies, it turns out, because if I put both in the bottom row, well, actually, I could have still made that work. I just would have had to have it as being a real word. And not nonsensical shit, but yeah, I think this is way, way, way better. Like, orders of magnitude better. I'm very happy with this. Because also this is a big ram triggerer, and it's going to trigger it in like all directions, which is pretty good. Anyway, we need to now like lock back in again and make an actual big word down the bottom here. I was hoping for something along the lines of like nomad, but I've not got that, or an ED type thing. We could use something that's not a D though. You think I've won? I'm not. I mean, we're gonna do this properly. I've got 6 draws and, you know, nowhere else to spend them, so I might as well just go down to nothing. We have timid, right? So we'll put timid on the board. Yeah, it's okay for now. Just to like use my tiles somewhat efficiently, we can always discard some later. And I'll put bind on the board for now. I'll save you two and we'll draw again. Right. Probably would be better to get this metallic Z in somewhere. I mean, I can put it here as binds. And again, we could start moving tiles around at the bottom here. In fact, maybe that's what I do now. Well, maybe it's what I do. Maybe I just hold on to, like, very good tiles to, like, replace the A with and the U with. And we'll look for some more of the big ram things. I have to be careful to not put an easy down here. But there's possibly other stuff I can sort out with that. Like, strictly speaking, I can replace the U with a J, for example. I'm actually going to do it. I think we've already done enough. And I'm going to just redraw. I've got another easy. Any way to make the easy get on the board, because then I can put the Z down instead or something. It'd be better to end the word in this. Wait, is ESS a word? No, but if I have to, I can turn that into bides. And I've still got enough discards to make this work. I'm actually going to just check this, just out of interest. Okay, it does work. I mean, I think when eventually we get to the point where we're really good at this game, I have to know these 3-letter word shenanigans. I'm convinced this is what makes the best Scrabble players the best Scrabble players. Just knowing these obscure little, like, 2-letter words and 3-letter words. I think I'm just going to score it. I think we could do better, but, you know. Let's end it. I think this is 6,000 comfortably. The easy might actually be my best scoring word, which is really funny. I just got a 44,000 point score, I think. Oh yeah, JT. But my best word I've ever played, JDPYEZ. 44,000 points. I played it one time, apparently. Who'd have thought it? I played it one time. Score a word with no vowels. Achievement unlocked. Salvage, destroy 20 pieces. Very nice. And chip bag, win a run with the handbag. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've done it again with the easy build. Anyway, YouTube, thanks for watching. Everything helps out. Sorry this was a bit longer, but it was a bit more, you know, thought-provoking than the last ones, right? And I'll see you again next time. Bye!